Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Across the Pond. As you can see, we are all color coordinated except for somebody who just had to be different. The black sheep of the crew. No, I'm just playing. He didn't know, and neither did we until right this moment. We were going to post up something about a wardrobe malfunction, but I think that might cross some lines. But welcome. We are happy to have you here checking this out. We have a lot of ground to cover, so we are going to jump right into things. But first, before we do that, if you have not checked out our last episode that was posted on YouTube as Sadie's or Nova's Quest, you definitely want to go check that out. That is some crazy info. But anyway, welcome everybody, and we will be right back after the intro to jump straight on into things. Now, I do have to ask because there was a brief moment where we heard a little bit of background noise there, and Aodin alerted me that it was some aircraft from the local airbase. And I'm wondering, was that actually aircraft, or was that the sound of some of the bees taking off?
You caught us.
Yeah,
We've got our bees outside now.
You got them all
mobilizing.
got them all loaded up with porridge. Some of your delicious
Happy
beef
porridge. Easy.
All right, so we are going to kick this off with the bees. Now, Ruix, you awaken in your room, bright early day, the sun shining through your window. Just, it's a beautiful brand new day. When suddenly a gigantic shadow crawls across your window, and for a brief moment you think, was that the underside of a bee?
I'm gonna open up the window immediately and stick my head out.
Sticking your head out, you notice there are a number of soldiers that are training. The white cloaked soldiers from before. They're practicing their swordsmanship, and some are practicing with daggers. Corsil's outside, just kind of like got his hands behind his back, doing like like an inspection as he's walking along. He like swats one with a cane, like, correct your form. You see Layla's out there talking to that one little. That's right. It is not just one little blade of grass anymore. It is now a complete rose bush. It has grown up a little bit, but she's out tending her garden. And that is when you catch sight of a number of gigantic bees, the size of like Volkswagen Beetles, crawling like over the inn, over the ground. Nobody seems to be paying them any attention though. And then they some of them dip down into this tunnel that leads underneath everything. And you can hear like a very muffled buzzing hum, like a hive.
I think I'm gonna rub my eyes, and kind of. What did I miss? I know I was asleep for 12-ish hours. Who's counting, right? Layla, what's going on out there?
Oh hey, you're up. But we got some bees. Basically, I got some honey. Christian Beale got really big, and then I think some other bees got jealous because we took their honey. Whatever.
A lot of honey.
We took a lot of honey. But look, Christian Beale is so big now. He's so soft. Please feel him if you see him. It's fine with it. Give him a stroke. And fly him if you want to. But yeah, then these bees came and they were sad. But then you remember Eodin's bad porridge?
Good
Was there
porridge.
some
Good
left?
porridge.
Yeah,
Delicious
yeah. Well,
porridge.
the bees like the porridge, so now they like us, and we're kind of friends. I'd call them. I think they're friends. We're friends.
Okay.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah. How do you sleep?
Pretty good and pretty heavy apparently.
Yeah. All the hairy nipples will do that to you.
Yeah. Is there any more porridge left?
Yeah.
I'll go to the bees.
Plenty of porridge. Don't worry about that. I've got 4 bowls sitting there ready for you.
I mean, Eodin has to make it by the vat, so it is what it
Industrial complex at this point. It's fine.
is. Right. That's all Lefty does now is stir porridge.
Not very well, but yeah.
Kind of half-assed.
It's all right, Lefty. I'm gonna get you sorted.
Well, I'm gonna grab like a few things off of like a table in my room and kind of make my way down and grab a bowl of porridge.
All right. Volkswagen Beetles. So you head downstairs, and sure enough, you smell Eodin's delicious porridge. I mean, subject to interpretation, I guess. And as you're grabbing your share of it, Corsil comes back inside. It's breakfast time kind of thing. Layla, you're heading back in. Eodin's coming out of the kitchen with bowls. Here you go. It's standard morning. It's at this point you see Moira sitting at the table with, her very typical sight. She's got books open everywhere, huge bags under her eyes, like she hasn't slept in days. And she's just like pouring through things, studying. And that's when she says, "Ah, there it is. I found it. Corsil, come hither. I have something to show you."
I'll walk over. And what have you found?
She kind of turns a very large tome, like 2,000 pages worth, kind of turns it to you, and you see in this book is a picture of another book, Meta. And she says, This is the answer to everything. This is called the Book of Vile Darkness. Now, don't let the name fool you. Well, okay, the name is pretty terrible. It's not a good name. It was written by some rather dastardly people, bound in human flesh, written in blood, the whole nine. But it was written in the time of Vecna.
Right. Okay. So how would this correlate to our quest?
It doesn't. However, this is more for you.
Okay.
So within this book's pages, not this book, the Book of Vile Darkness's pages, it holds the location of the eye that pairs with that hand.
Okay. What would I be able to do with both of these if I had them together?
Well, according to my tome, having both of them together would create a infinitely powerful magical item pair. You'd be able to transverse realms, recreate entire planes of existence. You could raise mountains or destroy them in a wave of a hand.
Okay. That seems promising. But corrupt me?
I don't believe so. I think that part is based more on your sheer force of will and how resistant you are to being corrupted in the first place.
Okay.
Which you've had that hand for a while now, and you seem to be doing just fine.
Yeah, I think this would be quite a powerful tool for our upcoming battle. I think
Indeed,
I
it
might.
would.
I think I might try and find this eye in book, and I think maybe it could help us out quite a bit.
I agree. And it just so happens that my tome tells me exactly how to get this book.
Okay, where would we?
So-
What would I need?
The physical toll this would take is nothing. Easy. It'll be easy. But the emotional toll may be quite steep in price. You see, all I have to do is forge a contract. But unfortunately, the contract must be written in the blood of someone you care about. Now, it doesn't specify that they have to be dead.
Okay. Okay, I need to think about that. Before I jump onto any quest and hurt people I care about, I think I just need to think it over a little bit first.
No, I completely understand. Time is of the essence, though. I fear the sister's power is waning in that mountain. But I agree with you. Take the time that you need, and all you have to do is sign the contract in their blood. And I don't have to write the whole thing. It just needs to be. And you know, I really wish that there was another way to do it. But unfortunately, because of who wrote the book, you know, they have dark ways of doing their magic.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to just think it over for a little while.
Absolutely. And while you do that, I'm going to take a nap, and proceeds to put her head down on the table. And it's at this moment we're going to cut over to Nova real quick. Nova, you walked for quite a ways, just leading the bee that Layla let you borrow, just taking in everything that had happened. Was that a little tiny bee? Love it. Love it. When you start to get a little bit more mentally prepared, my dear sweet child, it's what I do. Welcome, Tofu. Welcome, Leon. It's always great to have you all in chat. So, Nova, you finally mount up on the giant bee, and it takes to the skies, you know, flying as a bumblebee does. Not exactly gracefully, but not terribly either. And as you coast along with the clouds kind of touching you, flying by, the gentle hum of the wings, like think of like a that hum you would get in an airplane. You start to doze off a little bit, and you find yourself in another dreamscape. But this time, it feels like it has more weight, more levity. Like this isn't just a dream anymore. And as you are taking in this plane of white that almost seems familiar for not having any descript features, you see coming into focus a green-skinned solar with 6 feathered wings. Now, this solar is not looking at you. It is actually looking like off to the side. And as it does so, another solar comes into, let's say, screen. It comes into frame. She is a beautiful solar that looks extremely similar to you. And as she comes in, two other like lesser solars come in behind her. They all stop for a moment and kind of take note of each other and do the head nod, like oh. And the woman addresses the other solar, which you actually recognize from the dream before with Corsil and Ruix. It's that same solar. And the woman addresses the solars. Kravisil, it is wonderful to see you again. I'm glad that you would have my company. I am incredibly sorry that you had to find out the way that you did, my brother. But you will soon be an uncle. How amazing is that? Our family will soon be growing, and we can put an end to this war. I know it's not the best way to go about doing this, but it was what I had to do to save our people and to save the earth below. To take sides with the demons seems like a small price to pay. And the solar that you recognize walks forward, arms wide, and just says, shh. And as she goes in to embrace him, you can see from your angle, he reaches back and pulls forth his flaming sword and stabs it directly through her stomach. As he pulls it out and she falls to the ground, he immediately leaps to try and kill the other two that are with her. And a huge battle ensues. The white planescape vanishes and you see Solars fighting Baelor demons and Lithids, and there's just chaos all around you. And as you startle awake, you can feel the scar that you've had on your back since childhood burning with that same kind of feeling that you had when you were stabbed in the dream.
Gotta get to the bottom of this.
The borrowed bee, because I don't know if he has a name, begins lazily drifting out of the clouds, and you can see the gray cup below as it comes into the flight path, into the pattern. It circles around. You can see all the fun stuff going on. Everybody's starting to kind of funnel into the gray cup for breakfast, which actually you can smell from up here. That beef porridge smell.
Yum.
And
Porridge for
the bee-
everyone.
the bee kind of like does a little listing from side to side and smacks into the roof of the inn, because I don't know if you've ever seen how honeybees and such land, but they're not the most graceful of creatures. And everybody hears this on the roof, just and you see this bee kind of drop down outside of the window out front.
When it smacks into the roof, I want to jump off onto the roof.
All right, you are on the roof of the inn at this point.
Can I just say the bee's name is Bieber Streisand?
Can't even. I love it. Well, Bieber Streisand just had a crash landing outside. It takes
I'd like
a
to run out
moment
with
to.
some porridge.
It frantically like waves its legs to roll over and immediately starts slurping down the porridge. I need you to make a perception check, Aodin.
Yep. That is a 9.
Wonderful. So yeah, you're just feeding this bee. You know, it doesn't seem to be harmed in any way. It's just not graceful. Nova, you see Aodin come out and begin feeding the bee.
I'm going to hop down from the roof and just walk past him.
All right. Well, with that roll of a 9, he doesn't even see you walk on by.
I'm just scratching the belly of the bee.
Who's a good bee?
Always loved you.
I'm just gonna walk into the inn just with purpose, you know.
Nice. All right. So Layla, Ruix, Corsil, Lefty's in the kitchen, so he's not going to see anything. You all see Nova come in. Now, Nova, it is important to point out that you no longer have your armor. That was actually like whisked away from you. So as Nova comes in, she is on her side is a beautiful, gleaming, completely untouched by time and dirt longsword. And Nova herself looks like Carrie, just completely soaked in blood. It's been drying for a while. Like her hair is straight and matted with the blood. Like she's just drenched in it.
I turn around and go, successful then.
ignoring what he says, I'm gonna go straight to Mora and I'm going to grab her by the hair, pull up her head to face me, and hold up my sword to her. And just,
Oh my!
and I'm just gonna say, tell me your part in this.
She's like half asleep, like, pardon what? I swear I have no part in this. What are you talking about?
And I'm just gonna like hold the sword where she can see it better.
I don't know what you mean. You hear a small whisper in your ear. She's totally lying, you know.
What do you know of the War of the Solar and the Demons?
Nothing. I was not there for that. It's all. This is all news to me. You can roll insight.
Yeah. Definitely gonna do that.
I just want it to be known that whilst this is happening, I've thrown my hood back up and I'm just eating porridge.
Nope, I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, even that situation alone.
That is a 10.
Oh wow, okay. So yes, I mean, even though she really doesn't have any body language, you can just like tell that she's lying, especially being in such close proximity to her. It's like your paladin radar is going off.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like, pull her head back even more and like push my sword up to her throat. Tell me everything.
Her demeanor suddenly changes and she says, "Foolish child, Orcus will have your soul one way or another. You shall do your worst to me, but nothing worse than what he will do. I fear not death, for I will return. The Master has granted me eternal life. We will rule this land and corrupt it beyond all recognition."
I'm gonna slit her throat.
Her body easily drifts away from the head which you hold. Your sword glows immensely. I mean, to the point where anybody looking is almost blinded for a moment. And all of the innate properties of your Crusader Holy Avenger are now active. And I will get those to you in the near future. Everybody else just witnessed this. Even Aodin, who walked in right as everything at the end happened.
I guess I need to find some more students then. Yeah.
I would like to get my bow out and shoot off Nova's friendship bracelet.
Oh no! I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
I'm very I'm just in such shock. I mean, yes, Moira sounded a bit bad at the end there, but that wasn't very glorious. That was just brutal murder. So I'm disappointed, and yeah, I want to shoot off the friendship bracelet. I'm not happy right now.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, one. Come on, one.
A not nat 20.
Wow. Okay. Nova, as you know, all of this happens, and you're now staring in the face of a still grinning Moira. An arrow whizzes by, shooting off your friendship bracelet.
So let's look and go. No, bad.
You know what? We'll talk about this, but first I need to deal with this and take a shower. And I'm just gonna like grab the body and just like drag it outside. I'm not gonna worry about burying it or anything. I'm just gonna like jump it at the back of the building.
Throw it in the pile with the others.
And then I'm gonna storm upstairs to go take a shower.
As I sat there eating porridge and I witnessed this happen, I'm just going to walk over and grab the book she was reading and just sort of shove that away. Just in case.
That's done. Yeah, let's put that to the side.
I like that the first thought in all of this is to loot.
Yeah.
Well, don't need this anymore.
I was thinking about this contract the whole entire time.
Yeah, it's gone now, yeah. I'd like to look at the others and go, you know, beef's really hard to get these days, and I have a lot of bees to feed, right?
Oh no!
I mean, I wouldn't say we would eat it, but like, I'm just saying, like, my next shipment of beef's like a few weeks away. Do you think they'd notice?
Oh, you want Moira porridge?
Moira porridge. We don't have to eat the Moira porridge, but you know.
You know what? I will test lick. I will test lick some Moira.
She wants to go lick Moira. Okay.
Yeah, I want to go out the back to where the body is and just give Moira's.
I'm following.
Yeah.
I just want to look through the window.
Yeah, just
What's the word for a head that's been cut off?
Decapitated.
Decapitated. I want to go lick Moira's decapitated head, but like at the neck bit where it's like freshest.
So looting and cannibalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're defended, guys.
Hey,
We're defended.
I think
If
we
it's
might
not
have
good
to
enough for me, it's
assess
not good enough for
the.
me.
assess the overall alignment of the party here.
Yeah, we're definitely all mentally stable, right?
Yeah.
I feel
This is
like
getting
things
a
have
call
taken
and
a
we're on.
dark turn. All right, so
You know how hard it is to cook for 60-bit giant bees? You know how hard it is, okay?
I mean, is one Moira gonna be? You know what? Layla, go ahead and roll a survival check for foraging.
I don't have foraging.
But no, it's survival.
Oh, survival. Huh? Oh.
Ruix, how are you feeling right now?
23.
It's a lot. It's a lot to process. I just woke up. I'm still eating my porridge. I was gonna say something to Nova, but she slit Mora's throat. Didn't I? Kind of choked over my porridge. When that happened, she stormed off, and now we got Layla and Eodin possibly cutting Mora up already. I don't know because I can't see from where I'm sitting. Still trying to kind of eat my porridge.
Yeah, you can't see them, but you can hear them talking. And Eodin's like, "Oh yeah, that'll be a tasty bit right there."
I think I'm gonna let the porridge like just fall out of my mouth and kind of like.
I'd like to slowly take Moira into the kitchen.
So bad. All right. Meat pies, best in London. You now have your ingredients taken safely to the kitchen, and Lefty looks at you. Oh, I didn't know there was a shipment today. Oh, all right.
Yeah, don't worry, Lefty. This is special porridge, right? The humans and other races. Okay, this is for the bees, okay? This is for the bees only. Do not eat this, Lefty. I mean it. Do not eat it.
It's poison, isn't it?
I
didn't like those bees either.
Well, I was going to give you your own bee.
Oh, yeah, no, I love them. Bees.
I'll pick some of the ribs, though. Medium rare, please.
Layla, I'm not cooking the food for you, all right? I'm not making Moira your food, okay?
You don't-
For the bees.
Wait.
No fun in the
Eodin, sir, with all due respect. Layla, you said ribs?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had some decent ribs in forever. I could throw some on a fire.
Yeah, we can share.
Lefty, so help me God, I will not get your hand if you do this.
I just want to scream.
Okay.
From
Wait. We have a hand right now. We have a hand.
Lefty, how do you feel about female hands?
I mean, they're nice, I guess.
Okay, I want to look at Layla, like, nod towards the body, and then just take Lefty out to the bar.
Oh, hey, whoa, man. I don't fly that way.
Lefty, do you want to earn your money or not? Get in the goddamn bar right now.
All right, fine, I guess.
Like, I went to sleep for one day, like 24-hour period, and you've been so cranky and sarcastic since I've got back. This is not
Because you left me alone with them.
I'm sorry about that. How do you think I feel being with these people? They're my friends.
You have a poor choice in friends.
You know, no. Look, when I first met each and individual one of them, they had their great merits, okay? And they continue to be great people. They just make very bad choices, okay? But sure,
Okay,
what?
you know what? I can live with that.
Yeah. Well, between you and me, Lefty, I try, okay? I try my hardest, all right? I try to be good. It's getting harder, all right? I keep hearing voices, it's getting weird. I don't like it, okay? Can we just go to the bar, please?
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Layla, we'll get you some ribs when he goes to sleep.
Okay,
I
we'll share
swear.
some ribs.
He does.
So I guess I'm butchering Moira in the kitchen alone then.
With the biggest meat cleaver you can find.
Yeah, I'll
Just
take the
whistle
hand.
while you work.
Can I also scalp her and take her hair as a wig? Not for me.
Who are you?
The opportunity
I mean,
there.
I'm not going to tell you no.
Okay, I'm going to scalp her and take her hair as a wig for Christian Bale.
Are we
Oh,
the bad
my.
guys?
Oh.
This just got worse.
No, like, if an animal or something dies, to respect them, you use all of them, right? The bones, the
You're making
hair.
a wig for a giant bee.
Yeah, he'll look cool. He'll probably show himself off as the leader then. None of the others will have some cool hair.
So let me get this straight. just so I'm clear here. You want to give Christian Bale hair as a sign of status.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. You are able to do so. I'll allow it reluctantly. And what even is this session? This is across the pond after dark, I swear. Now, Corsil, what were you saying?
I can't even remember. I just want to go into the kitchen and just pick up the bald head and just stroke it because I feel really bad. I feel really bad what's happened to her.
This is getting so bad. Ruix, help!
I think I'm gonna walk in there to help and see what's going on. And I think I'm just gonna touch Corso on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, buddy, I don't think that's helping anybody. Just put the head down, man. Put the head down."
Just turn around and pass it to Ruix.
Mm-mm. I just let it fall.
Yeah, you tried.
Even the barbarians like, no, thank you. Nova, after a wonderful, bath and bowl, one of those bathing bowl kind of deals, you come back down. You're in fresh clothes. The blood's all off of you. So you see everybody has somehow migrated to the kitchen at this point. And Aodin and Lefty come out and immediately sit down and start taking shots. Just...
I'm gonna look at everybody in the kitchen. I'm not even going to ask. And then I'm just gonna turn and go start looking at Moira's books on the table.
All right. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Basically
'Cause there's
anything,
a lot.
right? Anything that might give any hints on her associations, her plans, and anything that could help me, go to Orcus's realm.
I want to walk out. I put the head down at this point. Actually, no. You know what? I want to walk out with it just just have it here. I just want
Of
to
course.
work out my pocket and show Nova and say that she was on about an eye and a book could help me transverse realms, and I think that it may help in whatever your quest is. Although I'm a bit scared. I just want to plant the head on the table.
mean, after what I've learned about Moira, yeah, anything she was involved with, not good.
Okay. I just want to put the book back in my pocket and just pick up my head and just go back to the kitchen.
Come along, Moira.
I'm gonna head out of the kitchen and towards Nova. Be like, So all that blood, that was somebody else's, right? I didn't see any cuts on you.
No, it was a lake of blood while getting this, and I held up the sword.
Impressive. Why did you kill Mora in cold blood? I mean, I figure you have a good reason, but I have to ask.
You know, it's really complicated, but there was this war between the Solar and the demons, and that's why I'm here. And so apparently, to stop Orcus from, coming here, I need to go and take over. Because apparently I'm like the daughter of Asmodeus and a Solar.
That thing we fought in that dream?
Yeah.
That stabbed you?
Yeah. And killed my mom. So.
Dang, that's deep.
Yeah, and Mora had her alliances and was not on our side and would have killed me and everyone else.
Sounds like you need a hairy nipple. I'm gonna go get that.
I just have one right here. Ruix immediately heads over. Aodin, you and Lefty are sitting there, getting your drinks and doing your thing. And here comes Ruix, starts mixing up hairy nipples.
I'd like to just look at Ruix and be like, I know you've only been around like a couple of days now. Like, I'm sorry about all this. Things just getting crazier. Like, I couldn't help but over here, We've got Orcus, we've got Shadow Dragon. We've got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff. But I'm glad you're here. But please, can you make me a hairy nipple?
I thought you would never ask, my friend.
I can't take it anymore. I need to drink. I'm sorry, please.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm making enough for all of us.
Yeah.
Finally, the last one is broken.
I need to have one. I can't take it anymore,
I mean, you haven't even heard about this crazy dream we all, Corso and me and Nova experienced. It was beyond wild. We all need hairy nipples right now, seriously.
I think a lot of stuff's gone on individually with all of us. It might be good just to get us all sat down and just talk things through.
It's probably a good idea.
So I'd like to start taking tables and chairs to make enough room for everyone. Try and
like,
yeah. I'd like to. Can I even put a chair for Moira's head? It feels rude not
how
to.
polite of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still has that sadistic grin going on, eyes wide open. No hair though. Which Layla, as you're outside, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. Like you are able to braid the hair into the fuzz of Christian Beale. So it's like extensions.
Nice.
And surprisingly, Christian Beale is quite okay with this.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew he'd like it. I mean, no one.
He's strutting around like King Bee now.
Yeah, but it just needs a little crown now, and it's perfect.
I
Finishing.
love how
touch.
subtle that is. Just that little bee pops up. So you can hear a lot of things happening inside, people arguing. Well, not arguing, but there's definitely some conversation going on, and then the sound of like tables and chairs being dragged about. Christian Beale kind of not flies off, but kind of like barely floats above the ground and like starts asserting dominance over other bees. Like headbutting them with his new hair, like
That's my
knocking
boy.
them over.
My boy.
You're my
I'm
boy,
so proud of
bee.
how much he's grown.
So when you go back inside, you see everybody seems to be getting ready to have some sort of conversation, and there's plenty of alcohol spread out for everybody. Moira's scalped, smiling head has a chair. Everybody's got a spot. Even Lefty, I assume.
Yeah.
Or is he's relegated to the kitchen?
Lefty, you're my main man. Of course he has a seat.
As long
Right
as
there.
we've got our ribs.
There are no ribs. There are no ribs on the table. There are no ribs around.
It's just a plate between me and Lefty. It's fine.
Aaron's gonna wake up in the middle of the night smelling ribs cooking. Like, no.
No.
I'm gonna have to enchant the kitchen. I'm just gonna have to like ward that up. No one's
Yeah.
getting in there.
Only me.
Yep.
So you are all able to sit down and take that first initial all right, let's have a shot and get this party started. You're all able to have a drink and begin discussing what needs to be talked about.
Okay, so straight off the bat, I might have given a book to Orcus that contained the crystal dragon. I did it to save someone's soul.
It also got my dad killed. Not that I'm too mad about that.
Oh, cool. Like, I mean, in the course of this, I found out my parents are some weird dragon hybrids. But so
Yeah, I mean,
we're all having a lot of parent issues at the moment. So I feel for you. I really
There's a
feel
lot of
for you.
family trauma in this group then.
Yeah,
Yeah, all daddy issues too.
but so okay, I did that. So I started off the apocalypse, and then we got this whole sisters thing going on, which I think we need to deal with something at some point. But what have you guys got? Because there's Magic Hand Man here. That seems very
Is this
evil.
your card?
Yeah.
so I found out that the way the world was created is possibly different. Let me stop and try to remember exactly what it was. There was a lot that happened, so it had something to do with the war between the Solar and the demons.
Okay, and if that's a different way that the world was created, then how do the dragons, the Shadow and the Crystal one, tie in? Does anyone have a clue?
I'm not sure.
Was that the? Remember in the dream we shot down?
Oh,
well, not
yeah.
we, but Nova.
Mm.
You shot down something. I can't
The
remember though
scale.
exactly. It's little.
Scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that, if I don't know, the dream's a little hazy now. It's been a minute, but
There was an orb as well.
Mm.
Is maybe the orb has something to do with this as well?
Okay, I've got a suggestion for the group. If any of us have some weird dreams from now on, we should definitely write about them down.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm not judging. I got transported into a magic book dream world, and like, I wasn't very good at relaying that information to the group, and I am sorry about that.
I dreamed about riding Christian Bale, and now I can, and now I don't dream anymore.
Layla has truly achieved everything in life.
My life is complete. I don't dream anymore. I've
Send
reached
me
the top.
battle, I don't care. Yeah. I'll go in alone. It's fine. I've got nothing left to live for. I'm complete.
You do. You have something left to for. You still have us friends. Apart from possibly Nova, who I saw you shoot off her friendship bracelet.
Oh yeah. I'm not feeling great about that, Nova.
What was
I
that?
mean, I'm not feeling great about the whole throat slitting.
I just want to pick up the head and put it on the table.
Yeah.
Just to make it obvious.
I mean, we did do this to her after, so I don't think we can really judge.
Look.
But
Look, I needed ingredients. It had already happened.
I needed
I'm
a
not
way.
a cleric. I couldn't do anything about it. I needed the body, right?
You're not having a head though.
No. You keep the head portal. You keep the head. It's fine.
Sweet, awesome. That's all I want.
I mean, if you want, I might be able to preserve it for you with a spell. So we'll talk about that later.
Sounds good.
You know, I can't really justify what I did, but I have the feeling I'm going to have to do a lot worse. So, if I'm going to take over the underworld.
I just want to like pull my collar up and just protect my neck.
Yeah, just everyone slightly like that.
Are you
Everybody just kind of like turtles.
What's that, Layla?
Are you threatening us?
No. God, no.
Threatening the bees?
No.
I just want to like, as soon as she mentions the bees, be like,
I would listen. I would never do anything to hurt any of you.
And the bees.
But and the bees. And the bees.
you really need that distinction.
I'm apparently the daughter of Asmodeus, and when the book was given to Orcus, he was able to overthrow Asmodeus and take over. And so now, to stop Orcus from coming here and destroying the world, destroying everything, I need to take over. I need to go kill Orcus.
Well, on that point, if I remember correctly, did Moira, and I would like to just gesture at the head, did she not say that the other sisters were serving Orcus? Or were they serving Asmodeus?
I don't
Orcus, yeah. I've got this intuition that it was Orcus. Yeah. But if that's the case, if we're trying to stop Orcus, and Orcus is trying to take out the Shadow Dragon, is that something we could exploit?
But if Nora was secretly bad and defected from them, maybe she got kicked out because she was supporting Orcus and they're not, and actually they're not bad guys.
What was that?
Maybe the rest of the sisters aren't bad because Moira got kicked out from them, and then she was saying that they were worshipping Orcus, but instead it was her, not them.
She had some sort of connection to, I think, the Solar. Basically, I was told that if if the Solar find out about my heritage, that they will kill me.
Okay, so we've got Orcus enemy, Angels enemy, and the Shadow Dragon. We don't really. I guess he's an enemy.
Yep.
So where do we start?
We invite them all over to dinner and kill them all.
I was thinking that if
The
we,
porridge isn't that bad.
you know, as bad as this sounds, I was thinking that if we go to the underworld and I take over, then I can raise an army.
I don't think the lot of us would be strong enough to achieve that right now. I mean, we do have the starting of an army, but it's not the best.
I mean, I don't know if we should leave what we've started here.
What I mean is that we could have an army of demons.
Okay, I want to. Okay. I'm just a simple farm boy wizard, part dragon, yada yada yada. I've got no extensive PR or marketing experience, but when I hear we could take over hell, have an army of demons, a few little warning bells like tingle a little bit. Because if we got rid of Orcus, if we got rid of the Shadow Dragon, if we got rid of the Solar, would that not leave you in charge of all the evil things that are left?
Yes, exactly. And maybe I could keep it in line.
Hell great again.
What?
Make hell great again.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm gonna take the book out again, throw it down on the table and say, Nova, I know you don't agree with Myra's plans, but I feel like I should do this to at least get some better power. I'm with you to take over hell. I'm down. But I want to be stronger, and I feel like having these abilities might help. And I know you don't completely agree with it. but
No, I think that you're absolutely right. I think that Mora would have twisted it to her own aims.
Okay,
But I trust you.
okay. I'm gonna look around the group and say, I need someone's blood.
I'm gonna cut my arm.
Everyone hands out.
I'm gonna cut my arm with my sword so that
Grab
my
a bowl
arm
and
is
make
already.
everyone's blood.
No questions. No questions. There you go, buddy.
Just everybody's like, here you go. Just like slicing themselves open. Oh my. Oh Lord.
Friends
Okay,
help friends.
Dark turn.
Dab a parchment paper. I just want to sign that contract real quick.
All right, signing the contract that's written in this tome, it kind of like illuminates all the letters on the page in kind of a red glow, and the picture of the book itself, which is probably about the size of like a normal notebook journal, let's say, or like a spiral notebook. It begins to materialize out of the tome, and sitting in front of you now is a book bound in flesh, stitched together with sinew, and just it looks and feels like it sounds. Kind of like Moira's head almost.
I want to grab that and just put it next to me, and I want to read together.
with
Just
with
start
the head.
the head. Look at the page.
Yeah.
I would like to turn Moira's head like so that it's not facing the book. Like I don't want her dead eyes on this book.
Was like gouging her eyes out.
No, I'm just like
No more for you. Yeah.
I'm just like turning her head away.
With every turn of the page, I want to use her tongue as the sort of.
Oh my God. This is blasphemy. So as you open the book up and like right there on the first page, it's like necromancy for dummies. Yeah. So you want to be a necromancer, eh? And it begins going into like how to make flesh golems and how to use blood to fuel magic.
Can I see this book and what's written?
Would you like to see the book and what's written?
I would like to have a look at the book. Yeah, I would like. Corso, buddy, can I have that?
Corso's like holding it up for everyone now.
Ooh,
Nova,
cool, yeah.
Nova turns the head even farther away, plugs the ears. You're not going to hear this conversation.
Yeah, I'm definitely wanting to take a gander at that book, see if there's any kind of magic that I might be able to pick up as well.
I just pull up a seat next to me and I'm like, come.
Little reading corner, like come here.
It's reading Rainbow. All right, so the two of you are studying the Book of Vile Darkness. Layla, Ruix, Nova, what are you doing?
Oh, actually, I had one quick question for Ruix, actually. We've all like admitted to, the parent troubles and the apocalypses that we're all kind of contributing towards. Who knew we'd have so many at once? You don't happen to have anything, right? Like, there's not going to be like a huge apocalypse surprise down the line from you, right? You're not going to turn out to be like, we've got the door of a demon and a solar here. We've got a man with the hand of Vecna. Me, yeah, Layla that's trying to eat someone right now.
I love that. I'm totally putting that on TikTok. The way that you were just like,
you don't have any big surprises, right?
We can never be too certain about the future, but the only thing currently on my plate is finding my mom, who's, overseeing giants up in the mountains.
Not apocalypse giants, just regular giants, right? Not like giants that can shatter the world giants, not like time-bending, reality-altering giants, like just giants, right? Giants.
Hopefully.
I'm just going to turn back to the book and read quicker.
How to stop time-bending giants.
Yeah.
The bigger thing is, this is like, we're all, so much information, right? And a lot's going on, a lot's happening, but what ultimately is our next step? Are we to go to Orcus and make you, or at least not make you, but put you in that position? Take him out and have you govern over that?
I think
But how will
what
we beat
should
him?
do, but I want everyone's support. I don't want to just go off on my own on that.
I just want to put my hand up and be like, count me in. Just as I continue reading through the book.
As he uses Moira's tongue to put his hand up. Yeah, me too.
Eodin's doing it now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But how will we beat Orcus? Do we have a plan?
Well, I think I'll be able to kill him with this sword and take his power.
But that sword's going to stop the whole stop in time thing that he did and froze us all in place.
He froze you all in place.
Yeah, he completely like not one of us could move. And then there was like some soul giving and some other stuff. There was a dance party happening outside, but we were stopped. Yeah, it kind of got. We were literally unequivocally overpowered within seconds.
I think that Corso's book might be able to help.
Yes. I like the plan of us all getting a little bit more powerful, and possibly if we want to take over Hell for Nova, and so she can have her demon army, would it be worth taking an army with us?
If we can get the army there.
Because
With
we've made
the book, maybe.
Yeah, we've made starts here. We obviously have like a lot of humanoid followers at the moment. We've got warriors, we've got some rangers, we've got some bee riders. I was thinking one area we do lack in magic users. If we could collect a few more magic users, we'd have a better chance taking on Orcus, I think.
And maybe we should look into the sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Mora's info was
Wrong, yeah. So possibly our next move.
But we should do that very carefully, because if her info was right, then that could tip off Orcus.
So it could be a nice, quiet scouting of the mountain with the sisters and the shadow dragon, see how that situation's going.
Agreed.
And while we do that, study Corsil's book.
I just thought if we do take humanoid warriors down, and they die, if this book does help me, and I can get this eye and these powers and necromancy, we could pretty much raise an undead army if they fall in battle.
Friends that never die. Yes. Okay. Alright. Hands up. I'm voting for that plan. I'm in. Done. Yep.
I just want to come back in from the kitchen with a rack of ribs, asking what plan we're agreeing to.
No. Let us go.
All right, Layla, I need you to roll a stealth check real quick.
I got him whilst you were distracted by the book.
No.
11.
All right, now I need everybody else to make perception check with disadvantage.
Oh no.
$17.
Dang,
9.
with disadvantage?
13.
7.
Aodin, what'd you get?
9.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, everybody is well enough distracted that Layla is able to slink off to the kitchen, followed closely by Moonrock, who also wants some of them ribs.
Right, cannibal dogs. Yeah.
Like cannibal dog.
No, the human-eating dog. Just like
And Lefty rolled a nat 20.
Lefty.
Lefty's with me.
So he just kind of
Remember who you're magically bonded to, Lefty. Remember who
They
you're
were
bonded to.
Layla and Lefty were signaling each other, like, doing the pointing at their ribs, and everybody has gone off. Well, they've gone off to get their ribs, while everyone is discussing, the future of the universe. And that's where we are going to call it for this evening. I am glad that we were able to sit down and have a good discussion over what to do next.
Wow.
It's that little bee. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to the players. You definitely have a lot to discuss in the Discord channel before we start off with season 2 in our next episode, where things start to get a little wild, which who knows where they're going first or next or
Energy
after that.
cannibalism. So
I mean,
where we
yeah,
go
maybe.
next. Yeah.
Maybe. But, okay, so point of order. Layla is not a tiefling. So is it really cannibalism?
No. And it's some like gourmet rare meat.
Exactly. Anyway, thank you all very much for a wonderful session. We will see you all next time on Across the Pond. Bye.